What's up to another episode of I'm gonna keep it real and brief. Depending on how the show go, man, it's raining out there. What else you got to do? You know what I'm saying? I know you're supposed to be doing your way into, figuring out what you're gonna do next. But I ain't gonna get all into it right now, man. Welcome. For those who's gonna come in during my intermission, for those that's gonna come in through the show, I appreciate you. I like your support. I love your support, man, because the message is getting out there. So let's just go and wait and play this intro and get back to it, y'all. Have a seat, pull it up, you know what I'm saying? Down here in Texas, we got that rain, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to get wet when you get your mind wet, you feel me? So let's get this. Which one I want to? Yeah, I guess we'll come out like this on a Friday. Huh? How you like that?
Whoa, yeah, say everybody come on. Whoa, yeah, say everybody come on. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Whoa, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Whoa, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. My nigga, this ain't what you want, boy, it's some problems over here. If you need some help with your, we will solve them over here. We evaporate and make them dissolve over here. We don't need no vote to get resolved over here. It's ready in the train, but we go hard up over here. You say you ready over there, blow my guard up over here. I got a school of motherfucker like some cars up over here. And we do this every day cause it's our job over here. We brawling over here, but we ain't starving over here. I get daily every report like we got Marvin over here. I got lashes standing Mexican who be carving over here. Oh, by the way, your girl, she like me and she jogging over here. Don't you come with all that petty, we brawling over here. I put my mama on them 20s, cookie crawling over here. Ain't no slacking, ain't no stalling over here. With ATM and underdog, we hauling over here. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Now ain't no way you ever see me slaving over you. My unity and loyalty, I done gave it unto you for real, my nigga. Please hold me, pay me what is due. If you want it, why you fucking with me? Stay about my suit. Please believe I will achieve with these blessings I receive. One day maybe you will see, one day maybe you will be. One day maybe we can meet, one day maybe you can see, one day maybe you can eat. Until then you won't retreat, now don't repeat another word from what that whole nigga done said. If you do, flip my switch, watch me go across your head, but I won't trip, I flip this bitch. Watch her go across the bed, this shit repetitive. Baby like a book already read, now that is true. Plus it's church, I make it sting and plus it hurt. You ladies see me, I made a flirt, but I ain't worried about a skirt. Boy, I'm worried about this work, and if you got it, nigga, flaunt it. Chances after chances, nigga, you ain't really want it. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
Ain't what grew me to pen, what schooled me. Leader from the start, so y'all niggas already know me. So try running game on the real G. Without you packing the heat, y'all niggas can't see me. From the city where you know them G's don't play that. Organized dishes marked up with the toe tag. Throw away stub up on the fucking flow, man. Pushed out, hurt, smoking, cow shot. Yes, it's going eyes dropping, fingers twitching, chest move. Marathon running, dress cool as a motherfucker. Drake 5-7 tuck tight, hood pass out good. Checking is mandatory, get caught leaking in my neighborhood. Family over here, do you hear a nigga speak? again. Knuckle game tight, flow to the left, not the right. Big boxing out of lab, penitentiary rules and fat. Checks came in, hoes get checked, nigga.
Nigga, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Yeah. You know, that means a lot to me, man. You know, that last verse right there, that was your boy Slugger. You know what I'm talking about? When I was in the game, coming straight up out, you know, off vacation. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was trying to do the norm, right? And then to find out the norm, the streets wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that lost their mind, should I say they brain? You know what I'm saying? I still got it. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't no need to front it when you know you own it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, this is going to be a good day. You know what I'm saying? When I say it's going to be a good day, it's an awakening. Y'all seen the title. Understand the last days of using currency. What you should be focusing on. Getting your life and getting your house in order. You can't worry about Hollywood because Hollywood going to be Hollywood. But do you know you're the leading actor in this movie? Your lifespan, you got the leading role. Just because they ain't put you on the big screen, but you got to see it from where I'm seeing it. You are on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Everything revolve around you. And, you know, like you seen the thumbnail, that's me washing my car this morning, even though it's raining. So them are things that, you know, quote unquote, I felt like, you know, your presence, your presentation when you're in these streets is everything. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's raining, I chose to wash the car. You know why? Because I pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got to stay active on what they pay for. So if you're paying for your lifestyle, you paying for, you know, the perks of life, even on a rainy day, go wash that car. You feel me? But that's a movie. The movie is what you invest in your money in. Now, I didn't know it was going to rain. I don't know the weather. But one thing I know is what's about to come. So like I said, understand the last day, how to use your currency. If you already paid for a situation, your lifestyle, you got to own it. But if you keep falling victim to the bull crap that's on social media, because everybody's on here. Everybody's on here trying to do their little spiel. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ain't got nothing against, you know, churches and religions and everything else, but everything always been there for you to open your eyes and see. Now I see a lot of pastors getting on here. I ain't gonna bash you. You know, you go on to church nowadays, it's nothing but women. Guys out here really making moves, you know, and we understanding that we're gonna have to make things happen for us and our family. And that's just hands down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no need to catch feelings about what I'm about to say, right? What I'm about to say is a lot of people that don't know how to use this currency, quote unquote, the dollar bill that's crashing. Quote unquote, you're not paying attention to the real news, what's going on around the world. You just got this little thing in your area or your little surrounding and you think it's relevant. Well, I'm going to tell you something that I feel like everybody should know, right? From the store prices and everything else. Man, I got something for y'all, man. I got something for y'all. And it couldn't fit on my thumbnail, but I definitely, let me see, find that. And what do y'all get out of this? It says, but the higher wages are going to translate into a higher cost for the firms, which will then be passed on in the form of higher prices to the customers. And we can observe that we are already doing so. Like we're safe as this. That I'm gonna sum it up. It don't matter how much money you make. The prices in the stores, the prices of living is going up. And This is a memo. If you got a job, and it's not paying you over $35 an hour, you need to go get a second job. You need to go get a second job. You don't need to be on this YouTube talking about your job is, keeping your family floating. But I'm saying this to say that it's good you got a job, but you need more money, especially before the dollar bill crash, because it's already becoming irrelevant. You see how much it is to buy stuff at the grocery store? Well, you already should know, you ain't got time to kick your feet up. You ain't got time to thinking that you only got that one hustle, a job. Man, listen, I got a good job, and guess what? They thought, quote unquote, this is a saying, right? Hey, man, Slugger, you act like you're African. What the hell you talking about? Because they got multiple jobs. And I looked at it and I said, man, yeah, well, I just grind. I know what I need in my life to keep up with my taste. I'm not settling just to be on this YouTube, just to be goofing off or capping or nothing like that. I'm saying, hey, man, get your life together, because one job ain't going to do it. One job ain't going to do it. And then you, quote unquote, you can go do that, waste your time thinking that your hustle is good. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. I hope bumping your gums on this internet is a good thing. I hope you're benefiting. If you're benefiting from it, keep bumping. You know what I'm saying? Keep serving the game how you serve it. But at the end of the day, if you don't have 2 jobs, maybe 3, and it's the opportunity out there, it's all about how you want to spend your time in the last days of this currency. Because what you going to do when everything go digital? What you going to do when they say, hey, man, your credit is everything? How long can you live without a credit card? Are you still living in your means? You know what I'm saying? Because right now they passing out credit cards like candy. So what you going to do when you get that credit card? You going to misuse it? All of a sudden they coming down with these down prices on down payments on vehicles. How not down payments, but I guess so. It's like down payment before you drive it off the lot. And it deals with a lot of how much you're going to be paying each month if you're not paying cash. But why pay cash when you can really stretch your money and go get other things that you need for your family, like food? I'm going to tell you, ammo. I'm going to tell you, that ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a lot. But at the end of the day, your family is relying on you. You understand that? I know everybody want to be the next rapper. I know everybody want to be the next, celebrity, right? But what is that going to do? I told you it got a lifespan to that. So you're going to have to find something else to do. Ask yourself this. I want everybody to just take this into consideration of what I'm about to say. If the currency is crashing and the whole thought of you working for a retirement, right? If everything crashed, what is our retirement going to be? Is it a waste of time to go to work? I will hope not, but if so, I'm ready for it. All my eggs ain't in one basket. All my eggs ain't in one basket. Or yours? Is your eggs in one basket? Yeah, you got a good job, but like I say, if you ain't making over $35, man, you don't stand a chance to this inflation. You don't stand a chance. What they say, we're in the eye of the storm. If you pay attention to stocks and all that, and I'm going to tell you this, give you some insight. It's going to bubble up like everything that I'm saying is irrelevant to the fact. But I'm going to tell you this, stocks, the way of living, they're going to make that dollar bill strong seem like, but that's just the eye of the storm. It's going, you ain't got the memo. Banks are in a decline. America, quote unquote, hey, I love my land, right? I ain't going to say, no, I can't love something that never loved me, man. But I hear everybody out there disregarding of what the world is actually showing. They don't give a goddamn about you, man. So if you ain't getting your groceries up to par, and you got to watch it, you got to get canned goods and stuff like that. You got to a good life expectancy. You got to get them MRL, MREs? Yeah. Everybody that been on vacation know what them MREs is. them Johnnies. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that people that's gonna survive this time. And they look, I can't keep telling you things and y'all ain't following the structure. This is y'all movie. What's up, Prince? Appreciate you sliding in, man. If it's just for a second, but it's a rainy day down here in Texas, man. And we gotta just spill the beans a little bit. We'll spill the beans just a little bit, give them something to want to come back for. I can't give them everything. I can't give them everything, man, because I think a lot of people can't handle the truth. And the truth is, y'all thought y'all built up a society that quote unquote that's gonna keep moving. Look, Rome thought the same thing, man. You know, in the last video, I said the chicken's coming home to roost. So like, what you mean chickens coming home? If y'all quote unquote stole this land and did all that washing and trying to teach our kids that bull crap, that's why AISD, nobody going to the public schools no more. They going private, right? They gave that voucher where you can go to any school that you feel like your child will succeed in. That's temporary. That's temporary because I think the world is waking up in the simple fact of your parents should be able to teach you, but your parents got to be outside the box. I hear a lot of, and this is me, and I'm talking to my people, right? I don't know if they my people. They just look like me, right? They talk all in circles. And when I say circles, they be like praising the man, praising everything else. Man, bro, do you know when you look in the mirror, you're a Sambo? Have your spouse told you that? It's too many people in society to keep falling for the okie doke. That's why we can't get it off the ground. People thinking entertainment is the thing. Okay, they say, Slugger, you're an entertainer, you're a YouTuber. Not really. Not really. I'm a messenger. See the difference? You can talk that heroic stuff like you can stand on your own. Bruh, I can stand on my own, man. Whatever. I'm ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any given day, I stay ready to stop from getting ready. And I know a lot of people probably take that saying and just run with it, but they don't even understand the principles behind it. You know, I did check out Hollywood Storytelling Time by the Selling. And to elaborate on that a little bit, yeah, it's trials and tribulations, how people will be trying to get out of work. You know what I'm saying? Get themselves hurt while you're on vacation and stuff like that. But, you know, I had the opportunity to do that too. And I chose not to because that makes me a target. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no field work. What I do care about is me protecting myself. You know what I'm saying? However, have you ever, I'm gonna get it a little bit better. Have you ever heard those people that does a lot of hoorah, right? They do a lot of hoorah, man. And they thinking that they logic. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Let me stop right here. Let me wake y'all up. All right, check this out. That's all the shenanigans I got. Because the message needs to be like this, direct, man talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't need designs on my screen and all that to keep y'all attention. That's mesmerizing to the conversation, I think. And it is a distraction. It's a distraction for what I'm finna tell you. A lot of people would try to do part-time acting just to make the world feel like they real. But when the pressure busts the pipe, the actual meaning of pressure busts the pipe, these dudes ain't even battle tested. Oh man, Slugger, what you talking about? I had this man tell me when that, I'm gonna say it like this. I think I can say it and get away with it, huh? YouTube? When that COVID hit, he came and told me in my driveway, and he don't know me like box of rocks, right? He don't know me. He don't know what kind of shapes I got and stuff of this nature. How am I made? You just know we all in a box of rocks, but I'm a special rock. And I think y'all special too. But he told me the only way you're going to make it in the times to come, if you was in the military or you was incarcerated. But one thing I want to say about those that was on vacation is everybody wasn't battle tested in there, right? And Hollywood was talking about that. He said after 2000, man, y'all was getting tablets, man. How you come out with these old glorified stories? Oh, you talking to people who don't know. Oh, okay. Okay. It's just like school, right? When you hit school and the teacher's telling you your history, right? his story, we was forced to believe that and pass the test. But I'm telling you the real history of a man. I wasn't always like this. I had to grow into this. You know, if you're still the same way that you was when you was young, you ain't grew none. If you still trying to hold that reputation, your reputation is what it is. Now you surpass that, right? So when people meet me now, I say, yeah, it's a capability. I still got that gorilla in back of me, but I chose to do better. That's how I connected with Dewberry. Man, I'm just giving you a backdrop on the currency, right? How things change. When you thinking everything is good, money, bank looking fat and all that. I told you last show, I said, if you got over 250,000 in one bank, you need to move your money around. The bank only going to secure 250,000. You understand that? Everything else is a loss. Ask Silicon Valley where their money at. Because they didn't plan right. They didn't see it coming. So what I'm saying to y'all, hey, man, I see it coming. It's already here. All these layoffs. So if you don't understand all these layoffs and how the media lie to you because it's more unemployed people, more people reaching out for the government to assist them, right? And they live it, and then they jump on this tube like they got it going on. See, this right here is a movie screen. Everybody's playing their part. And what I say, I hope it's going to work for you. Because if your mind ain't focused on everything shutting down, I'm going to ask y'all. And I want to get a little feedback. When I say you're a star of your movie, when I tell you certain things that you should be preparing your family for or yourself for, that's physical health, mental health. I don't see how you can work out, be physically healthy if your mind ain't right, right? Finances. What would be finances if everything crash? It'd be irrelevant to the fact. So let's get that out the way, right? Survival. All right? Survival. Can you survive without your AC? Can you survive without gas? Huh? Because everybody gonna tell you they got it going on, right? But a lot of people don't know how to even cook for themselves. Imagine that. They on Hollywood and they been treated like celebrities, but what is celebrity status if you ain't got the muscle to do it, right? If you ain't got the muscle to keep pushing for, the betterment of yourself, you're trying to impress the world and the world don't give a god dang about you. You understand what I'm saying when I say what I say? I know. A lot of people ain't gonna catch them nuggets. You feel me? They ain't gonna catch them nuggets because they don't have nothing up here. Or should I say, hold up. In the heart. In the heart, man. They don't have nothing in the heart. So when I say they ain't battle tested, you don't know how these cats, the mean mugs and plastic thugs, you know what I'm saying? You remember what he said? Ain't gonna change the hood, but it changed the hood because a lot of people don't even understand what real is no more. What real is in their face, guess what these old people and young people are doing? They disregard it, or they might not understand the logic on keeping some real guys around you or real females around you. They don't understand that. So what they do? They murk them, kill them, set them up. Man, they don't even have to come to the hood and do the work no more. We knocking each other off. So is your backup plan is about this currency and about survival is the only mash on your own race? Boy, you're a sellout. I think, I'm going to start this, and it's probably already out there, but I'm just going to stamp it. It's a bunch of Uncle Ruckuses out there, man. They look good, and I can say some names and all that, but it's irrelevant to the fact because Hollywood gave them that status. And I be paying attention to this YouTube soap opera, right? Dewberry said it the best of the other day. How the heck, Whack? And this go back to the currency. How the heck do you stay on that level of being a goofy nigga, right? You work for them people, man. You really do work for them people. You got all the porn tapes of these cats, all the gay tapes of these cats. And then he said, why do you have, what's that name? China Mac on it, like being a narrator. What is up with us in these goddamn antics? What is up with us not telling the message to our people while you got a platform? You think we really want to be entertained? Or do we want some facts? I don't know. And that goes back to these preachers getting on here all of a sudden have the words of knowledge. Bruh, we're not falling for that crap no more, man. It is what it is. I want to say it's almost just because we don't look like it. It's Mad Max right now. It's Mad Max. You just, hey, you're going to find out real quick, man. What I've been telling y'all is on point, man. It's on point. I know everybody wants these high-priced cars and electronic cars, like GMC just came up with a truck that can drive for itself, like Tesla or something. But I must remind you, right? I'm going to remind you, do you know if EMP hit that car? I don't know. That pulse thing, right? Hit that car, you stuck where you at. So what's your plan B? Because they going to hit it. Because at the end of the day, you don't know we're at war. Oh, y'all want to jigaboo all around? A bunch of clowns out here, man. Say, man, and sometimes people say, man, it seems like people mess up just to go back. Because when we come out here, we see a bunch of clowns. Nobody holding nobody up to accountability. A lot of, quote unquote, sorry if y'all playing me on the loudspeaker, but a lot of hoe and bitch games going on, man. Between men, right? What makes you a man is what I say, right? What's making these guys with all this jury and all this entourage thinking that they more man than me? I think a man stand on his own and watch what he say, right? That's what a man do. That's how I was raised. All that chucking and jiving, man, just to get a laugh. No, bro. No, because you're going to have to respect somebody one way or the other. And why do you know, it goes on. And, you know, I barely get on, but this, you know, it's my off day, so we're going to ride. And I don't need nobody deterring me for what I'm trying to tell the masses. All those that's on my channel right now, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to keep it real, family. What's understood don't need to be said, right? What's understood don't need to be said. You have real and you have fake. I had this dude say, hey, man, what consider yourself trill or real? Bro, not entertaining you. You follow me? Not entertaining you. Because a cluck is a cluck. And just watch how it walks like a duck. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like these guys got these channels and they got this following. The Colt had a following too. David Koresh. What's that dude? Jones, back in the day before David Koresh, had all his followers drinking poison or had all his following going to David Koresh to Waco. We really don't know his side of the story. We just know the story that the media showed us, you know, because the media want to control everybody's life. And they're going to put out that propaganda the way they put it out. But I'm telling you, on ground zero, down here where I'm at, we see y'all. We see the games. I hope everybody that comes to this channel see the game. You better get your life in order. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't wasting too much time listening to the bull crap that's been in our life all these years. And we ain't came up out the slums yet. We ain't hearing no political push yet. And I told y'all the last episode I had why they ain't giving out reparations. Huh? They give us a little reparations to build trees or something like that. No. Quote unquote, how can you give reparations for our land? They haven't even figured that out yet. You know, they gave everybody else some cash on how they treated us. And since we don't understand the value of how we need to be treated, they overlook us. And then around election time, guess what they're going to do? Promise a lot of things, man. They look good when they promise it. Man, what that remind you of, man? What that remind y'all of? Somebody who always promise and don't come through. Huh? Somebody who got these big old churches and ain't really doing nothing for the community. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Y'all got it. I think y'all got enough sense. Y'all got it. Yeah, y'all got it. It's coffee in the morning, man. Well, in the afternoon, man, because I'm chilling today. All the way chilling, but staying prepared. You understand? Paying attention to this wild weather that's out here, right? It is what it is when they got that heart going. You know they think they God. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this. Just like the headline went. Understanding the last day on how to use your currency. I'm not an investor. I am to the stock market. I invest in myself, right? Like you should invest in yourself. Invest your time in hearing somebody, not for the entertainment, but the knowledge they have. I'm not worried about no rappers. Salute to all those that still pushing that agenda. You know, I hope you make it, but you need to go get you a job. Everybody's going to see. Don't be the last one trying to get that job, right? And then people say, oh, man, you just registering for quote unquote slavery, right? That's guaranteed money so you can get your family, stop wishing on your dreams, right? What's the age of stop dreaming, right? About this industry that's falling all the way down. All the way down. What's the age limit where you wake up and say, oh, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So, man, if I gotta sacrifice waking up early in the morning and staying out later than what I used to, I'm gonna go wake up early in the morning and go get a 9 to 5. Why you want to struggle trying to figure out life when life should be this? Stop listening to them dumb cats. They ain't never talking about nothing, right? He say, she say. What's that soap opera? Oh, Young and the Restless. It's really a life thing that people are actually paying attention. Who's going to be the next one? They get popped. What is this man's status over here? They say he ain't nothing. Man, who cares? That's that man. Why should you care so much about the next man's life? Right? I care about my people. And you know who they are. I care more about my people than I care about myself. And that's the craziest thing. And that's where when I got out and I understood off vacation, let me put that up in there. I didn't care about how people remember me. It was just something that I did when I was young, right? But don't never get it twisted, right? A lot of these youngsters want to have notoriety because they can do some lips. They can talk. No. Where I come from, that talking get all this taken out. Huh? I used to have this thing back in the day, man. I'm going to make trophies with all these fly cats coming through. Hey, man, you'll think I'm Zulu or something. Man, I'll make a goddamn string. And I was talking about, man, I'm a trophy getter. You understand what a trophy getter? See, y'all youngsters is on a whole different playing field thinking that this is going to save you. This is just going to get you in another situation. You understand? So learn how to do these, man. Learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Weed, bob, and weed, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking like a man, you got to stand like a man, meaning you walking like a man. So don't say nothing if you ain't on that level. That's hands down. So that's another thing we're going to have to run across when people find out that money is monopoly money, or they're going to try to really control your life about this digital currency. No, because them people going to come take these, right? Because y'all so gullible, right? Why we need guns? No. Well, I know the Constitution ain't for us, but at the end of the day, hey, man, I'm here trying to survive. How the hell you think I'm going to do that? Give you these, knowing that I'm already in enemy territory. No, I'm just talking about it, though. I'm just talking about you got to stand for something because you got to understand this. And I don't know why people be tripping. Them laws ain't made for us, man. They wasn't even thinking about us when they made them laws. They wasn't even thinking about us. No, I'm going to tell you, they was thinking about us when they came up with this currency. How can we, quote unquote, you see how I'm talking? And I'm walking that way, right? How can we talk better than them, right? But they got more money than us. They had to come up with an equalizer, which is currency. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got the gift to gab and keep it 100. And then when you start talking that talk, people can find out if you're a jokester or not, if you standing on something. But since everybody put this paper, look at these rappers. Now, for real though, look at Hollywood. Just because they got that paper don't make themselves real. Catch that. That's a nugget. Catch that. Just because you got money don't make you real. No. I never been a follower. I always been a leader, man. And it was just God gift. It was Yahweh gift to me, man. Hey, man, I know it's going to be some rocky times, man, but if you pay attention to the real, I'm talking about somebody who's standing on principle. I'm talking about somebody who don't do no silly games or play no silly game and respect the next man until they deserve no respect. No. You ain't got to be in my circle and thinking I'm allow you to call me a quote-unquote bitch or hoe, right? Any other derogatory terms and think we're going to be cool. No. We're going to have to talk about that like men, period. I don't understand the concept of you forgiving somebody, quote unquote. This is anybody in the world. I'm talking to Texas. Matter of fact, I'm talking to the world. Catch them nuggets if it fits to you, Cinderella. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about everything that we're trying to stand for at the end times. This is the end times, goofy. That you got to stand on something. Yeah. See, it goes back to the 70s. You ain't never seen no brothers walk around with the dignity they got right now. So what they do? They hit us with that Hollywood bull crap. And we start looking at them like they gods. Oh, matter of fact, they start feeling like they gods. I'm talking about from the government and everything. From the point of them used to be scared of us. Respected us. Now they say whatever they want to online. Huh? Congress. Huh? President. Man, do you remember both? I'm just flashing back. I'm flashback, man. Biden say if you ain't black, if you don't vote for him. Come on, man. What? The nerve. The nerve. Man, come on, man. They ain't got no respect out there for their own people. That's why I'm saying you better get your life in order. Because if you think this rhetoric is going to continue and you're going to make money off society, bruh, I'm going to tell you somebody else that's tied up. The other country's tied up. And I said that on my last thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to pay attention because I'm not theatrical. I'm not that type of guy, man. When I say what I say, I mean what I say, and I stand on it. See, a lot of people can't stand on it because the next show, they talk about, oh, I forgive. Man, look. And y'all can laugh, man. Y'all can laugh at this one. We was going to church back in the day, and I remember the pastor saying, and I think I think I'm reincarnated for real. But it's more to the point of saying this. The Bible say, that's that man. Listen, let somebody slap you and don't be mad. Turn the other cheek and let them get the other side. Now, who does that, man? What lifestyle is that, man? What lifestyle is that? And don't ever think everybody was in that situation called slavery. That's why they can't give everybody reparations. To find out later on, we had some black slave owners, man. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Because we have this problem in our community just didn't start. It's been there. Matter of fact, every community got problems. Don't get it twisted, but they definitely showing ours. Why is that? Because they want us to have less value than theirs. No. Those that feel like, they're a messenger, heavenly sent, whatever the fact, however you feeling, right? We know who we are. And we just running around a bunch of dummies who don't know who they are or just be talking, quote unquote, their history, thinking we give a goddamn, man, there's always going to be not a balance in society. It ain't never going to be a balance. And I told y'all before, I had an old school cat tell me, man, why we can't get along? I say, man, listen. Just because they put us in America don't make we for the same skin. Tribes been worn forever. Just because a brother look like me, that don't mean he like me. You feel me? Like he ain't pumping this like me. And the world got it misconstrued. They want to put us in a class. No, we can't be a class. Why you think they ain't gave us reparation? They know we different. They know we indigenous to this land, quote unquote. They want to say native, right? Native don't mean Indian all the time. You know, it could be Aborigines. You know what I'm saying? We could be that. We could be different than what they try to portray in the Lone Ranger. I heard, this is what I heard, they Eskimos or something came down here from up there, you know, and then they say, oh, you don't look like them. We're going to give you land and then make you all in these Hollywood movies. So ask yourself this. If they was really native, y'all know who I'm talking about. You know, the ones with the casinos and got money and really ain't, quote unquote, woman, the government is doing them like this. Any given day, they'll go take their land. You remember the gas pipeline? Yeah. See, that's years ago, right? But you got to pay attention to the here and now. They can go take their land if they don't stay in check. See, when you come to the quote unquote, they say hood. Hey, man, the hood ain't been the same, if you think about it, since the 60s. Reverend Jesse Jackson, y'all only come out for high-profile cases. Oh, sure. Y'all only come out for high-profile cases. NAACP, I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all only come out for high-profile cases. Let's stand like that, though. Huh? Everybody going to have to pick their sides when it go down. Huh? Something about banning the word when we say SHTF. Like, don't say it. Like, you already know what it is. No, it's already hit the fan. Man, y'all need to catch up before y'all get left, man. Now, I ain't got time to be skinning and grinning, knowing that everybody in this world got a part of sinning that we did. Nobody's perfect. And no, I heard this one guy say, Slugga, man, you always talking like you righteous. No, bro, I'm righteous with myself and Yahweh. And I know what's right and wrong, and I ain't got time for the bull crap. It seems like everybody got time to entertain the bull crap, even the females. What happened? Huh? Y'all want to be European? Y'all want to, like what's going on? But y'all want a brother to keep it 100 with you. Kevin Gates said the same. You know, I ain't on the same board with Kevin Gates. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? But I see how people be trying to portray, like certain people say some weird stuff, but it be factual. It be factual. Anything else, it's not accepted up here. Just because I kick it with you, that don't mean I'm with you for all your decision making. And if we was kicking it together for real, you'd be acting a certain type of way. You already know penitentiary rules really in effect out here in society. So a lot of people who never been frontline, like man say, man, you know what frontline is. It just wasn't on the whole squad. I'm talking about when you go back to the block. If you wasn't on frontline and you was a fly on the wall, you see how it was rocking in the 90s. So it's so amazing everybody say they all this, and we that been incarcerated, no, they don't want to hear that. No, it ain't no glamorous story, man. You know what? A lot of people say, man, do you remember this guy? Remember this? No, I try to put all that behind me. Only thing I can tell these youngsters is something factual. The factual thing is, I don't know nowadays, they made it more like an entertainment thing. You know, you can do videos, you can rap it now, you know, you can do what you want to do. No, man. What unit you on? What state you in? Right? And you know what? I'm a man, tell them boys to chime in, man. Tell them boys to chime in. I ain't gonna never hurt the next man bread, but I'm gonna speak to Texas. I'm gonna speak to Texas. Now, for real though. Now, catch this. Okay. Now, for real though. And it ain't no beef. Bruh, stop lying, man. Y'all make those that wasn't rocking and rolling like that for real. And they getting co-signed. You see them on the internet who they get co-signed for. Flip-flop individuals. What you standing on, man? But I'm going to tell you this. Now, I know I was a bad actor. I know Dewberry was a bad actor. I know Suge was but it's so crazy, right? You get in society, people ain't respecting that because they want you to crash out. And I'm glad my boys ain't crashing out, man. Or should I say my homies ain't crashing out. It's a bunch of them, man. It's a bunch of them. But then there's some who just want to claim the fame that they've been around on that unit. You know, the gladiator unit. But Terry unit was a gladiator unit. Robinson was a gladiator unit. Smith unit was a gladiator unit. It's a lot of gladiator units. Beto was a gladiator unit. Come on, man. It's real. It's real out in the field, man. If you know, you know. Yeah. So, you know, Terrell and Robinson, man, they was knocking off laws, man. Yeah. Putting that pokey mind to the law. It was brothers doing that. Essays doing that. Come on, man. And just it's I don't want to put it in a storybook, but yeah, it's real in the field. Like we was all young. They couldn't wait to get us out the county to put us in the big house. But look, our generation didn't bar none fade out. Y'all remember them? Y'all remember that saying? Man, who are you? What hood you from? Nigga didn't care. You have to get out there. Yeah. But anyway, here's the nugget. And I know if y'all don't share this, it's going to get overlooked. It wasn't one man that ran the penitentiary. It might have one man that had a lot of say, but I'm talking about the say before the 2000s, right? The say before the 2000s. And we say that down here because that's when the penitentiary changed. No, down here in Texas, I don't know what's going on. I've been out for a minute, but I know it ain't rocking and rolling because I'm not hearing it on the street. Well, back then, when we was out in there, it was on the streets. What's going on in there? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he representing. Oh, yeah. He holding it down. I don't get no feedback from the nothing that's going on in there. So everybody doing their time. Don't get it wrong that everybody's doing their time on their own accord. But it ain't one man. Look, Real Tune TV. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, look. What's that other? Trey, 100, 300, whatever your name is, man. You ain't, no, bro. You ain't checked in, man. You all the way over there trying to find out the history of something real when you got it right in your city. Oh, you can't step out? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. But it's a lot of people that's pushing that propaganda. Like, say, man, nobody's out there like that no more, man. Because real G's understand this. When they put them cameras, everything became Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about Generation X was out there with no cameras, man. Everybody trying to make the next viral video. Everybody talking that rhetoric because they know cameras. PC. This PC is protecting them. Even when I slid down and, you know, on my boy Pico, man, straight up stand-up guy, man. Straight up stand-up guy, man. He stays in his own lane. I don't know what he does in Houston, but when he came down here, respectful. Quinn, respectful. White TD, respectful. Those are the ones I met. I seen a lot. I don't need to go down on 6th Street and meet celebrities. What, I look like a fan? No. I don't look like no fan because I'm big boy status for real too. No. I'd rather stay out the way, but in the way. You understand what I'm saying when I say what I say? Because people ain't doing it right. It ain't no codes in the street. Why I want to be on them streets? It ain't no honor amongst thieves. Why I want to make myself a target? I'm wise, bro. You see what I'm saying? I move accordingly just because I'm going to tell you this. Get it twisted if you want to. I'm glad to see people, man, thinking this screen right here. Yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. And that's why I'm saying, man, you better get your ducks in a row. It's too much bull crapping. It seemed like what they show us, our people fall for all the bull crap. But I know other people, other cultures, they make them look like outstanding people. Like all these people that's owning these goddamn 7-Eleven Circle K's, they don't look like us, but they in our hood. So why hate on somebody in your hood trying to do good and you let them just park? Come on, man. Yeah, you let them park. Do you understand the respect we had, quote unquote, for the Indians, right? From India, Pakistan, all them back in the day. They had so much respect for us. No. Them Chinese wasn't messing with our sisters like that when they go through. They praised our sisters. But y'all generation made them start smashing our sisters. So what y'all trying to do? Make us come out of retirement? I don't know. I don't know where y'all going with this. But we ain't easily tricked. Like we wised up. I understand what society is trying to do. They try to get all real cats back on vacation and leave y'all wanksters out here to keep raising this generation that has no structure. Can't stand on everybody playing games. A lot of y'all, I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but a lot of y'all playing games because y'all feel protected. Don't be acting like you out there showing these videos, all these guns and stuff like that, and you talking about you a real dude? Who shows they issue? Who does that? For the likes, views? Come on, man. I just want to talk a little bit down on that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feeds the bull crap, so that's the beast, right? Society showed you how to do it, and you just ran with it, right? Say whatever you want to say on this tool. You know? Who's going to knock on your door, right? If it ain't them folks, see, y'all respect those folks. Yeah, and if you don't respect them, they're going to get you to respect them. But you don't respect the streets. So that's why there ain't no codes out there. That's why, quote unquote, I'm going to tell you real talk. A lot of people, your elders, leaving you where you at because it seems like you're not catching on, right? If you follow suckers and you can't see they suckers, man, let that dude melt, man. What is our concept? Man, he ain't family anyway. Huh? He ain't trying to learn nothing anyway. I'm going to do an intermission. I ain't going nowhere. I know a lot of people will slide in, but hey, let them know when they slide in during this break that we finna have, because it's finna be a minute, that I'll be right back with them, man. I'm going to turn that corner. But I'm going to play that song that I started this thing off with. And I want y'all to pay attention to that last verse. That's me. That's when I first got out of my situation. No, for real though. And then I see the game didn't change. Ain't nobody the same no more. You got some, look, I tell you about that. Just hold on and tell everybody else to hold on. I can't give you all the nuggets. I can't give you all the nuggets. You know what I'm talking about? That old school talk, man. No. And then catch that memo. That's something new, right? But I'm going to give you some nuggets when I come back, man. Y'all just pay attention to this for me, man. Huh? And when people slide in and say he'll be back, you know what I'm talking about? He'll be back. Yeah. That's how we're going to do this. Everybody, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Share it.
Say everybody come on. Whoa. Yeah. Say everybody come on. This ain't what you want. 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 Nah,
y'all don't want what you want.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Do something about that currency.
This ain't what you want. What you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. My nigga, this ain't what you want, boy. There's some problems over here. If you need some help with your, we will solve them over here. We evaporate and make them dissolve over here. We don't need no vote to get resolved over here. Just ready in the train, but we go hard up over here. You say you ready over there, blow my guard up over here. I got a school of motherfucker like some cars up over here. And we do this every day, cause it's our job over here. We growing over here, but we ain't starving over here. I get daily every report like we got Marvin over here. I got last Standing Mexican who be carving over here. Oh, by the way, your girl, she like me and she joining over here. Don't you come with all that petty, we brawling over here. I put my mama on them 20s, cookie crawling over here. Ain't no slacking, ain't no shit, ain't no stalling over here. With ATM and underdog, be hauling over here. But this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Now ain't no way you ever see me slaving over you. My unity and loyalty, I done gave it unto you for real, my nigga. Please hold me, pay me what is due. If you want it, why you fucking with me? Stay about my suit. Please believe I will achieve with these blessings I receive. One day maybe you will see. One day maybe you will be. One day maybe we can meet. One day maybe you can see. One day maybe you can eat. Until then you won't retreat. Now don't repeat another word from what that whole nigga done said. If you do, flip my switch. Watch me go across your head, but I won't trip. I flip this bitch. Watch her go across the bed. This shit repetitive. Baby like a book already read. Now that is true. Plus it's church. I make it sting and plus it hurt. You ladies see me, I made a flirt, but I ain't worried about a skirt. Boy, I'm worried about this work. And if you got it, nigga, flaunt it. Chances after chances, nigga, you ain't really want it. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ain't what grew me to pen, what schooled me. Leader from the start, so y'all niggas already know me. So try running game on the real G. Without you packing the heat, y'all niggas can't see me. From the city where you know them G's don't play that. Organized dishes marked up with the toe tag. Throw away stub up on the fucking flow, man. Pushed out, hurt, smoking, cow shot. Yes, it's going eyes dropping, fingers twitching, chest move. Marathon running, dress cool as a motherfucker. Trade 5-7 tuck tight, hood pass out good. Checking is mandatory. Get caught leaking in my neighborhood. Family over here, do you hear a nigga speaking? Knuckle game tight, flow to the left, not the right. Speed boxing out of lab, penitentiary rules and fat. Checks cave in, hoes get checked, nigga.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This.
Y'all made me flash. Y'all made me flash back, man. But now for real, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, let me change lights. Deep conversation and some real conversation, man. You know what I'm talking about? I know a lot of people be just chopping it up with they cats on the streets, man, but this is real talk. This ain't no time to be playing. It ain't no time. Appreciate that, the Prince. Appreciate, man. Yeah. That partner I had on here a while back, he called himself now the Change, though. You know what I'm saying? Is Trail Ride Freddy, man. But when he was rapping, he was just like Pimp C, for real. Then you find out the game ain't what it is, man. You find out the game ain't what all this, man, let me get this right. Oh. Come on, man. Oh, I'm aiming up. The game ain't what it is, but it is what it is, right? A lot of people be covering up, man, and it's crazy because that's what I think the whole situation is now. You know, everybody trying to, man, I got to put more light to this. I did that. I'm going to hit the light, though, like for real. Everybody want to try to fit in. There ain't no need to be trying to fit in, man. It's no need to be trying to, you gotta grab your own lane. Because these dudes are so far off. If you follow a bunch of clowns, that's what you become, period. It ain't no cleaning up no clown act, man. Now, I'm giving you a little knowledge from when I came up. What's wrong with the streets? What's wrong with the country? What's going on with these zombie thinking individuals that don't stand on nothing and just running the mill? Running the mill mean running the game. Like, where these dudes come from? Why they wasn't out back in the day? They just do some pop-ups. Okay, if you do pop-up, who's gonna stamp you though? And the people that stamp you, who are they? See, nobody's checking that background to individuals no more because nobody really care. They just going on by life. So how is life working for United States? Since that's the new blueprint, anybody can get on here and talk that information, but where you come from, man? How do you know? How do you know the person that's telling you this is a stand-up guy or a stand-up woman? Right? Some people was very quiet back in the day when it was active in whatever state you from. Some people was quiet when they was on vacation. Some people was quiet when they was at the workplace. They wasn't part of no drama, but they get on here talking about they got all the answers. Look, man, I can tell you about one thing, two things for sure. When I got off vacation, it was hard for me in the free world. It's hard for me in the free. It's hard for those that was on vacation in the 80s, in the 90s, and coming back up. I don't understand the 2000s. I wasn't there. But it was hard in there, and I'm going to tell you real talk. When you came out here, you stood on something when you was in there. You come out here, you see a lot of people ain't standing on nothing but the cash flow. But now what I'm telling people, if the cash flow is being debunked, what they going to stand on then? They status of being a rapper, or being an entertainer, or being somewhere in the political lane. That don't make you solid. No, because rapping ain't nothing but storytelling. And that's how a lot of these youngsters were getting in a ball trying to live something they wasn't even part of. And then those that was part of it, they start selling themselves out for fame and start talking all their business. So that's what I'm saying in the simple fact of this PC, this camera work. It's like you remember that commercial? You remember that commercial that the government used to have out? You know, we was growing up and they was like, be all you can be. You can be that in the army. Oh yeah, now you can be it in real life. Now you can get caught up in real life. You ain't got to go to the army and learn no guerrilla tactics. See, the army don't even know really until they get into the battle on how to go at people who have guerrilla tactics. You know, that's why they was having a hard problem in Vietnam. Them boys fighting guerrilla tactics. They go somewhere about the mother country. I'm going to tell you what saved us as a country. Technology. No, because you can't give this soldier. You can train somebody. It don't make them a soldier. It don't make them a soldier because a lot of these guys, think about this, y'all. Catch these nuggets. They hunters, right? Yeah. They'll shoot a deer sitting way out there. They'll pop a duck when you fly them up and cause distraction. But when you look a man in his eyes, that's a whole different. That's why they got PTSD. PST or PTSD, yeah. When they come back, but what about us? I'm talking about those from the hood. So when I say something about survival and I say something about this currency, no, man, it's a whole different playing field. I'm not the average. I'm not the average because this is what we was raised up in, right? Since the hood ain't been real since the what? The 90s, mid 90s, and this. Everything changed in 2000. The same out here as in there. Huh? Man, nobody wasn't talking and everybody was walking. It was a status, man. Now everybody gangster. Everybody gangster. So they don't know how to cut it off. because they wasn't taught how you grow out of that, right? You grow out trying to get it, be something that people look up to you for. You want to be something that people out of the way, but in the way. That's why it was a shocking thing when, man, it was a shocking thing to me, but I understand how people all of a sudden that never wanted to say nothing. Let me say it like this, started saying something on this tube. And I say, man, the game didn't really change, man. Because at one point, like me, right? I really wasn't a talker, only to my circle of people. But when I see the wanksters on here having a dialogue or people, who is this guy is what the question was when I reached out to my partners, right? Who is this? Oh, man, that's that internet stuff. We already told them to be quiet. No. See, at the end of the day, I wasn't from this era, so I don't understand how to tell somebody to be quiet, right? They should know how to be quiet already. If they was from our era, they should know how to be quiet. And the youngsters, I was a youngster. I had to stay in my position. Everybody got a position to play. You can't come in this game of life. Let me say it like that. Game of life thinking you're a big dog? No, bro. It's certain things, conducts that you need to have and observe from your older peers to make you big dog status at one point. A lot of people, like Pac-Man or something like that, they try to jump to the next level. That's what happened to the game. Now, as I'm telling y'all about this currency, I don't think a lot of y'all ain't gonna catch it because there's levels to this. I'm telling you the downfall of society. I'm telling you what I know that's about to happen because I pay attention to world events. I don't get on here and just, no. I try to tell you the codes on how we came up, the codes of where it's at now, how everybody want to be Hollywood or be seen. I don't care about seeing you. If you ain't making no moves, I don't care about whatever your station might be if you ain't talking about nothing. Like the Prince talk about, what people don't really know. Now, it ain't like that we agree of everything. He don't agree everything with me, but that's okay. That's what mans do. I'm talking about, he talk about guns, right? He a licensed carrier. Go check out his channel. Because at the end of the day, I know how to do them. I just ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? On this. But he'll do it. See, everybody got to play their position. He'll show you how to clean your guns, break them down, oil them up, what rods you should use. What's this piece for? Yeah. If you from the street, you should know that. You should know that. So that's what I'm waiting on the Prince to talk about. Break down that 12 gauge. Break down that, man, huh? Whatever handgun. Some handguns, you got to have the clip out before you can break it down. Oh, man. In the way and out the way, man. Like, I just look like this. Like, for real, the world don't need to know everything Slugger know. I'm just giving you nuggets. How to get your mind right. What you need to be paying attention to. And do you know? Prince will tell you on them guns. But I can elaborate a little bit because what I seen in a lot of movies, right? A 12 gauge only goes so much with the pressure. If you busting that sucker and it's a situation where you don't need it, the barrel water. So get your heat guard on that sucker. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like real conversation, man. Like right now's the time to push all that out. Because there's a lot of people that goes to the shooting range and they don't even know what them guns are capable of doing. They just say, hey, man, I'm shooting. No, it ain't about just shooting. It's about your stance. It's about, how to get a gun out of, being locked up, jammed up, all that, man. You got to stay ready, stop from getting ready, man. And that's I can't say it all, teach it all, but Prince can show that. It's some people on this YouTube channel using this YouTube channel for what it is. Education. Not entertainment, but education. Phone check. What's happening? Man? And it's a day that I have off. And I know it's raining in H-Town too, so you ain't pulling at that trailer. Or you might have that old high dollar trader, man. You probably got a cover over the meat. But yeah, all good. That's way. At the end of the day, I say this. Our channels are set up to educate before they take this YouTube off. They're gonna close this YouTube up, right? Y'all know that, right? They already did TikTok. I don't know. I had a cat on there, but I really wasn't feeling it, right? I don't have time for people dancing, man, like we ain't in war. I don't have time. I want to see some education. Like, not go too deep with me, man, because I care about the past, get that knowledge for real. But I'm here now, where people gonna be talking about us now later on. You understand? How we reacted to our situation later on, if people even care. You know what I'm saying? What's your history? What's your story? What you gonna put? What's your stamp? You was part of a character movie, like, say for instance, Ghost, right? Tariq, he been doing that since he was 12 years old. Who he is now as a person, we look at him as an actor. We don't know what he do in real life. We don't know if 50 Cent is actually paying them dudes right now, because I heard, just like Ice Cube, his first movie, they didn't get paid. Chris Rock didn't really get no salary. So don't let Hollywood fool you like everybody is successful. They gotta pay their tithes. You know what I'm saying? What we say on the street, you gotta collect your own bones, bro. So working for free sometimes is the Hollywood thing. Sometimes it's the Hollywood thing. But yeah, when we talking about D Park coming in this, boy, look, man, I think this is my time, and I was just really trying to figure out what's a good time my real individuals be online. I'm off today. I ain't gonna burn your ears up though, but I'm off today. I was talking about, for those that's on CP time. Yeah, on CP time. But we freestyle today. It's what we say, Freaky Friday. See, when I say Freaky Friday, and I know a lot of y'all already understand this, I come from an environment when the first time I heard it, and I seen the human wall, I seen the handball wall, and I seen people getting their paper. Oh, Slugger, what you mean about that? Man, hey, man, I'm talking about boots and boxes, man. Nothing to grab on to, man. Just footwork, and coming from the shoulders and overs and unders. Now, for real, though. And I don't see a lot of people that gets on this tube that was really like that. But they showing it. They telling the world they was like that. No, bro, I don't understand it. Like, but size ain't about nothing. Because I had a homeboy down here in Smirk, rest in peace to Smirk. Man, he was good with them hands, and he was short guy. But he stood for something. He wasn't no clown. No. And he wasn't in everybody's business. And if he was still alive, I doubt if he'd be on YouTube. A lot of my partners ain't on YouTube. So when they say it's a lot of people, partners from Austin, San Antonio, like, a lot of people don't like jumping on here. They just listen. And I appreciate their support with the time that they got. You know what I'm saying? Because they really concentrating on what I'm saying. I get it. I get the calls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep stomping on them, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because a lot of people in Hollywood don't want to push it. Because this ain't part of the agenda. They like seeing a lot of youngsters still sleep with these tight pants on. They like seeing the jury, right? Trying to, man, come on, man, you ain't standing on no character. They like seeing people like that. Yeah, they call Sambos. They know what they doing to their culture. And, if money was everything, bro, we would have been crashed out on some other revolutionary stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about your character, man. But I was telling them about the currency, the fall of the dollar bill. That's what I'm saying. I say, get your house in order, because this money is straight going to be monopoly money. And if you got too much credit, get out of debt, man, for real. I don't know what that's going to call back later on, if they're going to come lock you up. But then if you're going to allow yourself to get locked up, knowing you're in a wicked society, you have to stand on principle. But I tell people all the time, live in your means and stand on your principles. You can't sideways talk me. Like, I can't see a person, one show. Man, come on, man. Say. Thank you, man. Look, you might think I'm jumping, but I'm getting this from my ancestors for real, though. People who's been here before. And now that I got this platform, it's like, man, I'm going to tell them. regardless of the man's character, but he said some real stuff. Do you know people? No, for real, you got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you're a goofy, right? You're a club. You walk like a duck, talk like a, you're a duck, man. The people you follow, ducks. They wouldn't stand up on their own. I'm saying 10 toes down for real. I'm talking about not moving that line, like for real. And you see death in front of you, right? You see death in front of you, but a lot of people are clucks. Appreciate you, man. All the support, man. But one thing I found out, everybody that got out vacation, I'm talking about not a lot, but listen to the words I'm saying. They learn from that. Man, that's the experience. No, I wouldn't look, man. I don't care about my enemy, so I ain't gonna say I don't wish that on my enemy. No, I ain't saying no friendly stuff. You're gonna get what you get, man, when you cross me, like for real though. However life serves you. I ain't gonna put no bad omen because I just don't want it coming back this way. You understand what I'm saying? See, you listen to a real man, real what they say, a G off them streets. I don't do all that spit boxing, right? Nah, for what, man? For what? The world is round. Huh? I smile at my haters, man. Appreciate y'all. Huh? Don't I look good when I do what I do? Like for real. But I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel. But let me tell you something. I was on the notion of saying this. You know, everybody that's real, they get after, I ain't gonna say real. See, I'm catching myself. For those who have seen the other side, right? Like Lil Boosie, what'd he say? What y'all know about when them lights off? Yeah. No, for real, a lot of people ain't telling that story. They want to come out like they Superman. But one thing I want to tell people, man, I had a little legendary status in that, man. That's why I'm on Ferguson Crown. You know what I'm saying? All the wanksters, no, I ain't talking about those. I ain't saying nothing about Trustee Camp, man. But they wasn't saying the right blocks when they started talking about their history on Ferguson. No, they wasn't saying the right blocks. So, but the world don't know it's certain blocks. Yeah. The whole penitentiary ain't fired up. It's just about respect. Because somebody had to start at the bottom to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? Everybody starts at the bottom or quote unquote that you got a mouthpiece. You might get jumped up. It don't make you soft because you're in trustee camp. Let me tell you this. But when you come back in society, if I didn't know you and I see you a cluck, no, man, you're a duck. Yeah. It has words with that. But I'm going to say this. Everybody that gets out the penitentiary wasn't solid. But everybody got a story, right? Because you done told your parents, quote unquote, I'm trying to figure out. Think about it. Think about this, y'all. You don't hear the boys that used to ride to come on live. You don't hear them, right? When I say boys that used to ride, it's those who used to bust a 60 and told their family they need more money. They were saying, I need more money other than letters. If you write me a letter, they always say, what the funds? They need to make that book bust a 60 for real. And something going to happen to them. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see them on tube. Check this out. But all those that was just some player type guys, you never had to ask where my money at. You get it off the grind. Knock table, dominoes, shooting dice, toothpaste dice. You know what I'm saying? Or you got you some real dice. Or you had that hustling game. To talk about all the hustle that goes on in the, on vacation will be irrelevant to the fact. Because I don't want you to go there. Don't think you can make it, I would say. But you got to be ready for whatever. So everybody, my point is everybody to get out. You never hear about those that used to ride. You never hear those that got, didn't stand a chance. Riding the coattail of a real, you know what I'm saying? You never hear that. And I never talk about that, right? But at the end of the day, if you pay attention to like Pimp C, how he come out smashing on everything that he seen wrong in the, the rap industry, what they do, knock them off. His own friends. Like, you know how you can grow past somebody, man? Yeah. A lot of people don't understand. They get intimidated because when we get back off vacation, we see, you said you did what? When this happened? Either acknowledge the lie. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is where I say all this. Acknowledge the lie or get away from it. So at the end of the day, when I say the concept, I'm in the way but out the way. I'm only going to tell you what I think you should know, but never about nobody, but of the game that people run on you, quote unquote, on this PC unit, right? Because everybody wasn't real that was incarcerated. So you got to find out who was really riding. But they ain't going to talk about themselves like that. What's wrong with you? That's not a good movie, right? That's not a good movie. Oh, I was born say, man, I knocked that boy. No. Hey, man, the things I used to say, it's not no need to be glorifying what I did when I was a young teen or in my 20s, early 20s. No, that's history. There's no need to when I say I was a football player in high school, how I went through racial discrimination at an early age. There's no need to tell you my tale. I ain't got to tell you about what projects I was from. How did I get here? Man, there's been a lesson learned. You understand? A lesson learned, man. Yeah. Salute everybody that's coming in, man. If I miss you, man, I'll be going in that zone because I want to talk about this. Everybody that knew how the jungle really was being incarcerated, don't get out here really talking about it. That's something that you want to black out, man. That was a nightmare. Now, I don't understand these 2,000 individuals. They can come out, they can really talk. God damn, you don't want to talk about that because that incriminates a lot of people back in the day, man. How things was just understood. You know, how people got dirty. You know what I'm saying? How life was really real. Like, you remember them days back in the 70s and 80s and 90s when we coming from the projects? You know, let's just talk about it. Everybody got them projects back in the day, man. Hey, you better shut up. But once they start putting them cameras on them buildings and then them convenience stores, and now it seems like it's a camera on vacation in them system. Everybody a bad boy. Oh, man, you got protection. That's how you feel. You know them cameras, them boss man, the laws is going to try to save you. Stop talking that rhetoric then. They're just standing on something. But everybody that got out, like Pimp C, you got, like Boosie say, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it don't make nobody credible to say anything about somebody because I don't know these individuals. But what I'm saying, the lingo they talk when they get out, they got a different perspective of life. You know it's a jungle out there. You know we call this the free world. We wasn't worried about the free world when we was doing our thing in there, man. You ain't got time to think about society. Society gonna be that with you or without you. Man, you have to protect yourself for real in there, man. Like, I don't want to, hey, it is what it is. If you want to fall like this right here in the free world, it's going to make you stand on something, bruh. When you get in there, man, people going to make you fold up for what you did out here, sucker. So I hear a lot of things like when I start talking and I'm talking my talk and they call it G talk or whatever, man, elevation of the mind. I'm telling you, man, it ain't even worth it. If you hate me, leave me the hell alone. For real. Because it's problems. You heard the song? Like it's problems over here. Why would you want to wake these problems up? So that's why a lot of people get out and change. Because they already know what the beast, that's in the beast, does to a man, mind, spirit, and soul. For real, though. You don't want to be there, man. You got a lot of nightmares. Not worried about the hooks, everybody else that's in there that's trying to hate you or take your life. You got to have a couple of years up under your belt before you get the respect of a unit. So what I was saying, since Real Tune TV and what's that dude? Trey 100, pay attention to the wrong G's. Look, not everybody you paying attention to wrong G's. You probably get one out of the, the patch that, stand on something. But man, say, where you catch these characters at? Oh, I say. It's publicity. You like the likes. Oh, you're a Vlad TV. Huh? What's that other dude that sold out his brothers recently, man? You're Adam, 22. No, man. Or you're an academic. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not getting the nuggets. Now, for real, y'all getting Hollywood stuff. Those who want to act like they something and wasn't nothing. They might have a legend, but who knows that? Y'all actually putting people on a pedestal that don't even deserve a step. But I ain't never hating on the next man game. Keep these cats lane. They follow y'all, keep them lane. Keep them out my lane, man. Because I already know, I can tell. Everybody that be coming to my channel on a regular, they solid. Y'all just make sure y'all share, like, send it to whoever. Like what I was saying, people get out and they say they got a certain lingo. They got a certain character about themselves. They ain't really trying to be seen. They trying to keep that same respect that men have while they incarcerated. You got to stand on or die by. You feel what I'm saying? Come out here, everybody freestyling. So much disrespect, so much playing around, which makes a person of certain caliber go back if he don't know how to check himself. I call it police myself. Nah, bro, you a cluck. It ain't worth it. But if I see you, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Like for real, that's how we say it. You know, every day is a different day, right? What Ice Cube say? Today was a good day, but we talking about somebody that wasn't even on the street talking that gangster stuff. Eazy-E was the one that, come on, man. So it's always been around. Hollywood really just push the gas on it and make these wanksters to get these clucks out here to really show their color. Why do you think the world is the way it is and people got rights that didn't have no rights back in the day? You didn't see the globe changing? But what I was saying, out of all that, people get out the Bobby Smurf. I got so many. He come out dancing. He was so goddamn happy, right? He was so goddamn happy. Don't know his lifestyle. Don't really give a goddamn. That's his, right? Even NBA YoungBoy came out different. Understand this. Gucci Man, they thought he came out so goddamn different. You ain't got to do nothing but work out. If you come out and you big, come on, man, you wasn't doing nothing. Like, I'm gonna say it like this: I can't say you wasn't doing nothing because it depending on the year you went in, right? If you was in the 90 babies and you already made your status, yeah, you probably come out a little bit bigger. But back in the day, it's all about the fit. Back in the day, it wasn't about the mouth; it was about the fit. Because you can't stand 5 minutes, 7 minutes. No, I'm talking about it wasn't no break, bro. When you getting on that boxing game, like Freaky Friday, what it was, now till you fold up, till you start respecting my G, or you probably was looking at somebody who want to look bad in there. So you fight for a long time. You remember, everybody wasn't a smoker. You know what I'm saying? On a regular, like out here, man, your win gone. You know what I'm saying? And we young. Say, man, say, leg good, swing good, duck good. Come on, man. Don't. A lot of these guys, you can tell. And I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't understand this. My first time on vacation, I was in the camp, right? Before they even gave me my, extended probation. I ain't finna do that. I already knew I wasn't gonna make it. But I went to DV, Del Valley Correctional Center, right? And prior to that, first offenders, because everything I did when I was young, I wasn't getting caught for. So when God made judgment on me, yeah, all the sneaky stuff I thought I got away with, yeah, he put it in one big wop. But we had free weights in the county, so they already getting you prepped up for the TDC. But one thing I learned when I was in the county, man, them dudes that was dope fiends on the street, bruh, they hit that iron, they swell up, huh? They swell up like a spread, bro. Man, my phone went dead on my. But they that's why I went to the PC. I went downstairs doing that break to get the charger, but man, goddamn, look at me, man. They swell up like a spread. So now, let me tell you the other thing, youngsters. You might have some dope fiends that was on the street and you was bullying them, bruh. When they get locked up in the county, how it was back then, they already removed all free weights out the county down here in Austin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I'm talking about you drive up to the yard, you see people hitting that iron, boy. Getting that bicep right, like it's survival, like gladiator for real though. And when you hit the county back in the day, I ain't talking about the city jail. I ain't talking about the old city jail. I'm talking about DV, man. Yeah, that got your mind right. But then you got to understand the environment I come from. People didn't play like I see a lot of these other. I ain't saying Austin, look. This the hub. This the capital, bro. This is the capital. We don't do no playing. Like your city. You got real stand-up cats in Dallas, Houston. No. We used to we used to merge together, man. It was a code of ethics, not trying to show off in front of each other. Just respect the people grind, man. That's what the youngsters are missing. Respect my grind, man. Yeah, I got other words to say, but yeah. That's how it was back in the day. Now, everybody getting out the penitentiary. No, I ain't gonna say everybody, because some people's in the way and out the way like me. 9 to 5, man. Hey, man, I don't need to be on them streets. I know what to do. So they learn their lesson. They don't make them less man. We'll step out when we got to step out. You know what I'm saying? And then this thing that these lame guys talking about, like lame, they don't even understand the game and got the nerve to say you ain't active and whoop, whoop, whoop. No, we ain't active. We got 9 to 5. But don't play with us, though. Like, that's understood. Half of these guys are doing more informational, quote unquote, enforcement for the popos than what they do. They don't even care, bro, how we moving and grooving, long as we out the way, but in the way. They only see, Laos respected something back in the day. They don't respect y'all youngsters because y'all trying to be seen. They don't respect these clucks that they never heard nothing about, and now they out here trying to push these youngsters. Oh man, the streets are hot right now. When you say what is loyalty, these clucks, these old fools, they don't know what loyalty was because they wasn't brought up in that. They seen it from a distance, but they don't know it was conversation behind all that. They don't know because they watch the movies. Even if BMF is factual, real, whatever, they watching that. Snowfall, they watching that. You know, I'm gonna say this too. Some movies be right on point, because I was on my way to the Bahamas, right? And they came out with Menace to Society. Oh yeah, that was on point, bro. That was on point. But you got to think about the directors back in the day that was part of the hood at that time. Of course, that was on point. They got it from the streets. See, that's before them folks. Yeah. Somebody was informing them how the streets. And see, that's what's wrong with our people too. We tell too much and say little about the correction of our culture. We'll tell what we've been through. Y'all, yeah. We get a lot of praise on that. Hoping that a youngster following our footsteps. I don't want no. My son, man, I didn't want him to follow in my footsteps, bro. And I had real conversation with my son, man. This is early 2000s, so he was like, hey, young in the game type stuff, right? So why would I come out and influence my son to do what, quote unquote, even though you got a name on the streets, man, say, man, just accept that as a red carpet, though. You know what I'm saying? Accept that as, man, you got, like, I ain't Hollywood, but hey, man, people respecting who your pops is. You know what I'm saying? So respect that. You ain't got to keep showing who you is to these clucks and busters, because they ain't nobody. If you don't understand the history on how a man carry himself, you deserve to get ran over, bro. You deserve to get. So anyway, as he was growing up, I had a conversation with him so many times, as in the simple fact of, you ever felt like why you the one that came out of all that bull crap? I'm talking about people getting killed in the projects, people going through so many financial issues. You know what I'm saying? Can't stay focused. People losing loved ones, and man, that makes people go crazy, right? But one thing of getting out that jungle after so many years, you ever wondered that? I wondered that. So I was telling him, and another one that we took in, and we made him one of us, because I think Yahweh put people in your life for a reason, man. You already know the saying, and I stand on it. It's either a season, a lesson, or a blessing. Period. But I used to tell him, say, man, I don't know why I'm here. And I used to be confused, like, I know Yahweh got a funny sense of humor. And when I say Yahweh, that don't make me anything other than a spiritual guy, man. Y'all say God and Jesus. I say Yahweh, man, because it wasn't no J's. This is the education part. It wasn't no J's back in the day. So who made that word up? I don't know. It sounds good. But anyway, that's just my stand on it. It's not debatable because you're gonna stand on what you stand on as you get older. But I used to say, I don't know why I'm here. Because I didn't think myself to be worthy of being here to be able to talk to this youngster, because only thing I knew was that street life and, being on vacation life and the hustle, like for real. It's not a seasonal thing, it's an everyday thing, right? But I was able to tell my story to him. All of a sudden I hear, man, look, man, this is a bunch of bull crap. This internet is a bunch of bull crap. Y'all remember back in the day, it was probably about, I don't know when I said I don't like boasting, but I was close to 100 in fights, no loss, right? That's when I started keeping tabs, right? You have nothing time to keep tabs, man. I'm talking about we was getting it in, right? But the whole thing is this. I told him it's always somebody better, tougher than you. So you treat everybody with respect. There's no need to disrespect. The clucks that disrespect don't appreciate life, and it will be taken. You understand what I'm saying when I say what I say? Don't follow those dudes that runs the mouth thinking that it ain't no consequences behind your actions. Don't think that society got so goddamn friendly when you feel like you can say anything because it's entertainment. No, bro. No. If you're going to be a comedian, state that you're a comedian, but keep everything in perspective. Bernie Mac never talked about nobody, and they was able to get rid of him, but Steve Harvey talked like he got relationship conquer questions, right? A successful relationship, and you see how his life is going. So that's when you know everything on the screen ain't real. The world show you every day it ain't real. So let's get back to the fighting, right? I got some numbers, man. But I heard somebody else say they over 100 and something fight. Come on, bro. In 2000, you wasn't moving like that. Should I kick out for beef? Like, what the hell these youngsters thinking about? Y'all like to be put to sleep with bull crap. Y'all can't see that's not logical. Oh, no. People can tell you anything, clucks. So when you start believing certain things, I know. You already know the saying, birds of the same flock together. Huh? Who am I to impress these old cluck niggas? You know what I'm talking about? On some real conversation. Only thing I want to tell them, say, man, I might be born, but I'm going to tell you how to survive past them suckers, right? Man, whatever you're going to buy in your life, make sure at these times of your life, it's calculated. If you're going to buy a bunch of food, get them foods that quote unquote, I know you ain't going to like it, but you're going to want to eat them MREs. And that's what started that conversation with on vacation. Because when we was locked down for months, no letters from our parents, nothing like that. No loved ones from the street. You know what I'm saying? We'll eat a boiled egg, peanut butter sandwich, or we'll eat them MREs. See, a lot of people don't want to tell that tale. But they want to talk about how bad they was in a friendly penitentiary after 2000. That's the bull crap. They feed. And you see how many followers and how many views they get. Them suckers are lying. You know when you see a liar, their numbers go up because it's fascinating for those who don't know better. And a lot of these youngsters don't know better. I'm not going to tell them stuff that they feel like, I ain't going to, quote unquote, just pat you on the back and say, man, keep thugging. No, bro. I would say keep hustling the way you hustle. Make sure you don't kill your own people. And then people say, oh, Slugger, that's friendly. No, bro. Only if you got to. But we're not your enemy, though. And I tell people all the time, man, live to get my age, bro. Live to get my age. And if you older than me and you still clucking out, it's clucks back then, too. They wasn't standing on nothing, but you got to figure that out. Your mind got to be sharper than what you portray it to be on this tube. People actually got to see that. But then if people ain't sharing my page, hey, man, I think everybody that come here supposed to know this. In a simple fact, you catching this information and we have a dialogue. I can learn something from you. You can learn something from me. But everything else about shenanigans, I ain't got them, bro. But like I say, everybody that been incarcerated wasn't solid. You'd be a fool to think so. Where the boys at? Huh? What those people that was riding at? You see what I'm saying? Where those people that was riding at? That's the craziest thing. Where them people at? I think we go to, like I do, I think some youngsters, you know, they got good heart and, you know, they still pushing their agenda, they goals in life. I don't want to be a downer, but y'all still got to slide in. Well, I was about to say, man, y'all still got to bless the channel and just, you know, like to each his own, though. To each his own. But I try to, everybody I'm supporting right now, I try to slide through. Like all y'all, be just everybody that support my channel slides through. And I give people the benefit of the doubt, man. I give people the benefit of the doubt because you know who infiltrated our culture? The trolls. So this is how they can't come in the congregation. They can't come at it in a dugout and have a conversation with real men. So this is a new way. I don't know if y'all see my mouse. Do y'all see my mouse? Give me a thumbs up if y'all see my mouse. I don't think y'all see my mouse. A new way of integrating. Let me say not integrating. God dang it. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Infiltrating. Let me say it like that. Yeah, infiltrating. They know how to infiltrate our conversation and our structure by distracting us on somebody might say something crazy in the chat. No, bro, go to them clown stations, man. They waiting on you. They waiting on you. I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna close it at 2 in about 15 minutes. So if y'all have any questions or y'all want me to say anything that y'all don't know about me, right? This is a good time to ask me. Just put it in the chat or you can jump up on the platform. It doesn't matter. But yeah, man, I think a lot of people, it's time to, you know, wake up. Make sure if you're spending your money, spend it on things wisely. Them trips, no, you don't know when that plane, when they gonna stop everything, right? It's good to have dreams and this is what I want to do, but right now ain't the time. Right now ain't the time. And if you got to go back on my other video, you'll see why I'm saying that. Man, stay informed, man, because you can spend all day with some goofies. You know, get your laugh on or whatever, get your clown on, be in the chat just, you know, roasting. Hey, man, but you still got to one day pause and catch this knowledge. I know I'm supposed to be on all the time, but who has something to talk about every day? It's the same bull crap every day, the same soap opera. Who shot John? Things that I find to be so goddamn irrelevant. Things I find out that people just ain't playing their position. That's what's wrong with the world. You want to know what's wrong with the world? People ain't playing their position to the fullest. They trying to play yours. Yeah. And they get confused when they miss a step or if they fall on their face trying to play your role. You're not showing them anything. But like I said, if you're not making $35, I want to recap on things that I said. If you're not making $35 an hour and you're working for them people, you need to go get another job. Okay? It might look good, but everything's going up. Now, if you're getting government assistance, I know why you relax. Don't be relaxed like that because that's going to fade too. Because they need you to wake up and fall victim for whatever else they got to put in, right? They need people like you, right? But if you're a person like that, stay away from a real one. Because we see you. We see you confused. Huh? You ready to make the news, knocking out some real ones? Yeah. We got some snipers on deck. Y'all got to understand that. We got snipers on deck who's really doing them people. I ain't even talking about white people, Spanish people. I ain't talking about none of them. I'm talking about, you know, the one that did Whitney Houston in. The one that can turn your world inside out R. Kelly, like overnight, bruh. But we the first ones to bash. That's why a lot of people don't stand for something. All them people up there. No, man, see, that was finna be something else. I'll probably go on in a little bit and have a different title. Because I got more to talk about. I'm off today. It's raining outside. I said that thumbnail was me washing my car in the rain. I spent my money on this goddamn car wash monthly. Hey, man, I'm going to use it and put them to work, right? That's what I'm going to do. Everybody got to keep a job. Why stop something because it don't seem like it's the right environment to do it, right? Why stop something? Like, they got to keep their job. If you stop going to these, look, man, I probably go on break. I probably come back live. What time is it? At 3 o'clock, 3:30. Give everybody more than an hour. Man, say, man, it's so much to talk about. But one thing I want to say, I'd rather, whatever I spent my money on, I found out it showed to be some kind of significance to me. It's relevant to me. I like clean cars, inside clean out. Now, that's material stuff. But then I understand I don't like riding in no hoop, right? So I'm going to take pride in what I got. My house, I'm going to keep it clean because I'm going to take pride. I'm not going to jump on here and I got clothes over there on the floor that I clothes in the laundry room that needs to be done. Man, I ain't got too much pride, bruh. So this stereotype, man, we're going to talk about checking your manhood at the door. Hi, if the world changed, why haven't you changed to be better? How can you say you something and you ain't living by example to your kids? And if you are living to example, you know a child gonna be a child. Wasn't you a child? Right? At one point, your parents telling you this and telling you that, but you still wasn't rocking the way they was talking. Hey, that's another thing we're gonna talk about. The world is round. You thought just because you took your kids up out of the situation, right? Life was going to be good. No, bro, you finna get all that back. Man, say, I be telling myself, damn, was I that bad? Huh? You know, you get to a certain age, you be like, hey, man, now you tell your wife, you tell your kid, nah, it wasn't that bad. But boy, when they start getting of age to make the decisions, drive them cars, go here, man, why y'all not listening? What's wrong? Why you wasn't listening? You feel me? Why you wasn't listening? So yeah, but to each his own. I'm just glad to be around, be part of their life, and be there when they need, when they gonna bump their head, just like my parents would. But I'm glad they ain't making no sound decision like I did. I was in them streets though. I was playing that game with myself, thinking the world didn't see me, but the streets failed me. You know what I'm saying? How can you have that equalness? How can you have that I'm living a good life without getting your hands dirty on this side? No, it's not respected in our culture. So I had to do good. I respect elders, period, point blank. That's why I'm living almost 50 in May. I always respect my elders, and if I couldn't respect you, guess what? I wasn't going to hang around with you because I don't want to have to disrespect you. Even the dope fiends that went to the county. Now, we know we did what we did on the streets, allegedly, right? There ain't no need to disrespect you in here. You probably can ride and talk about it and high side on some things, but it ain't no need to be calling you a dope fiend in there because guess what? Logic shows you these dope fiends swelling up. These dope fiends looking like Hulk Hogan. And since we were small fries from the get-go on these streets, it's a certain lane that you stay in. There's not no fear. It's being cautious on what you say. How would that look? You getting beat up by a dope fiend. No. So it ain't no need. See, that's what I'm saying. Our culture from back in the day, man, look, it's a respect thing, man. I ain't gonna talk about this cat smoking that, hitting that with the mo in it if he keep it down. And then if he don't understand how to keep it down, I'm gonna have to climb. And the consequences come to that. See, these youngsters right now and these old clucks that want to be seen, they disrespect you from day one. They would disrespect you from day one, bro. Yeah. So, you know, they thinking the world ain't round. And they thinking this is going to make the situation an equalizer. No, bro. What makes the situation an equalizer? Learn how to do this. And stay out the way. But you can be in the way, but stay out the way, man. You know, since when has men been so sensitive? I think men to be sensitive if you talking down on them and you know, people know you can't like choke the mess out of. Oh, they get the freestyling. They the baddest ones. But this is what we're going to talk about when I come back on at 3 o'clock. Well, 3:30. Is it 3:30? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Because it's 2:20 down here in Texas, y'all. I don't know where y'all going to be sliding in at and relaxing at. If y'all do have time to come back, I'm going to try to double it up. Probably, you know, I'll let you know. When you see that notification coming over and I say 3:30 or 4 o'clock, man, just know I'm coming back with that fire, man. I'm coming back with that fire because it seemed like these bloggers don't want to blog the real. They still on that bull crap. But they part of that agenda too. You can't get the real story. Like, say, for instance, Malcolm X. If they had this blogging, right, going on, YouTubing going on, it was just the media and a couple of old school filming people who just you try to follow the movement. But if you actually followed that dude, would you respect him? He was standing on principle is what we say. We don't know who did what they did, right? We don't know these things because the only thing that we see is on this screen. So, say for instance, you hear something about me tomorrow, slugger, woo, 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 woo. You wasn't there. The same as like who I know in these streets for real, even rappers who I really know. I don't name drop. I'm just trying to say, man, hey, man. It's a small world, bro. Everybody can be a gorilla. But can you walk in the jungle I'm in? No, for real though. Like for real though. These stand-up guys, I don't need no drive-by. I don't need no when I say drive-by, like, man, I'm just passing through in my hood and stuff like that, and then you put it on. No. I need you to live there. Because if you live there, that means your mind is still there. So I'm not gonna F with you anyway. I like conversating with people that are doing better than me or equal to me. I don't see nobody actually really doing better than the next man. He just had what? His hustle moved different. He, you know, like my boy. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this, real talk, without putting the tag up. Where he at, man? Because it's not a boastful thing, but this dude first one in the chat, man, and he stands on something. You know, and a lot of people don't understand this. He buy houses. Y'all see that? Check him out if y'all try to buy houses in cash. You got to know somebody to know somebody to get to him. So if you ain't socializing with the quote unquote, I hate people use this fucking word and they don't earn it. They don't know what it is, but you got to get with the, I'm gonna have to call it something else. Some people be messing up names. You know, some people be messing up names. I ain't gonna throw no darts, but that's what it is. Let me see what I'm gonna call it. The network. Let's say the network, right? You gotta be in a certain network to get to him. That means you gotta pass through me. You gotta pass through Dewberry. You gotta pass through Cross. You gotta pass through whoever you page you see him on. You're gonna have to pass through them to get to him. So he can help you out of your situation, which is credit repair, down payment on house, whatever. Get you into a house, find you a house. You know what I'm saying? You got to know somebody to move up to these levels, y'all. You can't be a cluck thinking you're going to mess with an individual like him, me, anybody else on this page. They move us. They don't just sit on this internet all day talking about, like that. That's straight up retarded. If you could turn the volume down to some of these guys, you could really already say their words are so goddamn irrelevant. What did you learn from them? So let me help you. 5 minutes left. If you don't know what you know, then you need to go find out. And what I'm saying, I do a lot of searching on YouTube to find out if it's rhetoric or if it's factual. I don't come to y'all with the bull crap. When I say, man, that dollar bill lost its value, y'all just haven't heard it yet. But the channels I pay attention to, that's investing channels, and then everything else that I see that's going on overseas, I'm paying attention. Brick, you know what I'm saying? They got a whole different powerhouse than United States dollar, man. Petrodollar. Everybody know how to get that goddamn oil now. So they tired of people with power saying certain things like they ain't got no power. So they finna show it. Even South Africa done joined in the goddamn thing. Oh, I heard Mexico. Man, come on, man. We in some trouble, man. Y'all thought selling billions of, man, we'll talk about it. Give you something to look forward to. Okay. That'll work. I don't know if he's still on, but I would definitely chop on, let him know. But then one thing too, I said that to say this. You got to make sure the right time is the man say, man, they giving away houses right now. Because ain't nobody, they got to keep us in debt to make society move. But the craziest thing is, I don't know how the fallout is going to be when them banks crash and you can't get your money out of it. Or they going to pay everybody rent. I don't know. Then you got to go back and think about Venezuela's. How the economy crashed because the government was too greedy. They weren't spending their money on the right thing. You can see that. You can see more construction going up than like we ain't in a recession. Oh, no. We're finna be in a depression and a recession. That's why I'm trying to get your mind right. But drop it in a dang it. Follow me on Instagram, the Prince, so I can give him the information to get back at you, man. And just leave it in my, I guess they say DM, private messaging and all that. That's how you can leave your number so he can chime back in with you, bro. And he be on here in and out because he's a busy man like a lot of us is. Man, look, man, I like kicking it with real men. They got real life and real life situations because every day is not a fairy tale. Even if it's sunshine, it could be raining in your life, and I understand that. I understand that, man, to put people in place. You know what I'm saying? What's your IG? Let me look it up. It's Slugger, though. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I've been dropping gems on that for a minute, man. I'm surprised you ain't got it. Look at it. Look at that. Look at all them people. Huh? You don't think my IG jumping? Look at it. But I don't boast about it. It's a message behind all that. Okay, so it's Slugger. It's Slugger with an A. Don't ever do my name with an R. You mean you ain't supposed to be messing with me if you spell my name with an ER, because I'm hood bound, but I'm educated, right? So it's Slugger, SLUGGA, just what my screen name shows, but everything else is lowercase. Everything else is lowercase. I could probably drop it in on your channel. If you go live, I'll be able to drop it, I think, on your channel. I really don't know these how to work this bull crap. But yeah, man, follow me on Instagram, y'all. It's a whole different world on Instagram. Boy, y'all be up. Hold on, let me give you a glimpse. Let me give you a glimpse of what my Instagram is looking. Watch this. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh shit! Hold on. I slept on myself for way too long. I
underestimated the gifts that God gave me for way too long.
I don't know how to do all that, how they be showing.
My peace. I forgot to choose myself for way too long, and never again will I abandon myself.
No, y'all chime in on that, man. Real talk. I be having some good drops, man. Good drops, and you probably don't see it. I don't think it's now video on my IG other than I see one that I had on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I had on YouTube. Hey, babe, that's wifey up in here. Yeah. I don't see. You see, they don't do them. I don't know what that is. You looking? You love me. Appreciate you, baby, chiming in from work. Man. Let me start her, because at the end of the day, it's a support system. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to come back on in a whole hour. I'm gonna let y'all go and do what you gotta do, man. If you can come back in, appreciate you. If you can like, share. But what this? What you got, phone check? What you say? I got something. It got so bad. Yeah. They were fleeing the country and walking with whatever they could carry, bruh. That's why, I'll be saying about that EDC, everyday carry. Either a couple of bottles of water, because every day you leave your goddamn house, that's your sanctuary, right? Every day you leave your house, that's a sanctuary. How you going to get back home? How long is it going to take you to get back home? So those that's not preparing for, like that, phone check, I say if you got to calculate how long from where I work it'll take me to get back home. You know what I'm saying? If I don't find one of them old schools, I suggest everybody get an old school with no computer in it. You know what I'm saying? But understand, when you get that old school, like a lot of these youngsters, when I seen them come down for relay weekend, they had them old school. But guess what they do? They put that computer stuff in it. So it's almost going to be irrelevant. Keep your old school truck, old school Chevy or whatever, and all that basic. That's what I got to tell y'all. And we'll chime more in a little bit, because I'm past the time, y'all. I'm past the time. I got things I need to get done. And I'm going to check in with y'all later, man. Like, subscribe. If you ain't hit that like button, man, tell somebody to know. If you know somebody, tell them to tell somebody and pass it on down there. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. Iron sharpen iron, man, for real. I'm gonna leave you with that song, man. The Prince love this song, man. I love that song too, and I'm hoping that y'all listen to the message with the song. Now, you know what, Prince? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that song when I come back on, man. But since my wife just slid up in here, I'm gonna play her song, like for real. Man, y'all have a good day. I'm gonna close out, but listen to my baby. And here we go. That's all them vocals, man.
I done had it in and out with my girlfriend, my sister fighting with boyfriends. All my bills paid, the niggas still need more ends. We say fuck the nigga. It look like we need more friends. Blame me for participation, it come from both ends. Garfield niggas only in for their own health. You got it on your own, but watch out for their wrong step. Keep asking for the shit, nigga get the wrong help. The recovery process can make you take the wrong left. All that shit healed in, I hope you got some long breath. Admitting to your wrongs like you wrong, that's a strong step. I'm hanging on with all my might, put my life a strong belt. Pistol in my face, but I can tell you how the chrome felt. And through the storm and through the weather and even through the rain, I don't think they understand the underdog thing. And through the struggle and through the hate and overcoming pain, there's a blessing at the end of your tunnel, man.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game remain the same.
You're doing great time.
Too much pain,
Living in the ghetto, riding metros, hanging on the shaky life, walking on jello. I used to want to be the one to say hello. Did it ever make a real friend, nigga? Hell no. I feel like I was better off mellow. Then I went and lost my cousin, thinking where the kill go. I tried fast, but I had to learn to sell slow. You did your job and took the rap, but homie, where your bail go? Now everything is just seeming like a mystery. It piss you off every time thinking about your history. We was cool, now you wanna throw your fist at me. All this because your girlfriend blew a kiss at me. Now he dissing me, I'm wishing he'll really stop motherfucking pissing me. Cause you don't want my recipe. You don't even wanna try to bring out the best of me. Cause I'm the real deal and I don't even need pedigree for real.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, can't remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, can't remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain.
Now it's a hair thin line between love and hate. And it's about the same distance between real and fake. Now the fake love that you thought was so real can leave you living with hate that you thought you could never feel. Leave you having to deal with emotions you ain't never felt. Too hard to bluff, but you can't fold from the hand you dealt. Heart in my back pocket, trusting nothing but God in my gut now. Relationships is barely conversation for a nut now. 8 years down the drain, thought I was giving my everything. While I drained of everything and walked away without a thing. Except the one thing that God gave me to remind me. Part of growth and development's leaving some things behind me. Whatever time I've got left is invested to make it sure before I leave my 3 C's of debt and stress free. Yeah, I done walked in the sun, so I appreciate the rain. Cherish every battle scar, why I survived the pain.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, can't remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, can't remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain.
Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Check you out in about an hour, man. We're gonna step back on some real talk and get these gimmicks up out of our culture, man. We gotta start talking down on it. Support the channel, man. It don't even have to be funds. It'll be just y'all showing up, man. Support me, man. I'm so authentic, but I hate to say who I am. I just try to show you who I am. You know what I'm saying? In real life, I ain't no character, bro. This is how I am in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Until I figure you out, I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ask you like, shoot, I'm scoping. You know what I'm saying? That's real G talk. But yeah, within an hour, y'all come back, slide in the living room, man. It's nasty outside down there in Texas, man. We got a little bit. All right, salute everybody that came through. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, I'm gonna find out how Pico be doing that. Don't let nobody respond. I don't know how they be doing more stuff than us, man. You ain't gonna talk. You ain't gonna subscribe. You can't drop a comment. But I already know y'all real. So stay up until the next time I see you in a little bit. Holla.